I'm going to get you niggas. When I tell you, I'm not going to tell you when, but you better know I'm going to get you niggas.
Nigga, this the war cry. Calling all tribes, hit the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's war time. Drive up, nigga, this is war cry. Calling all tribes, hit the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's war time. Drive up, nigga, this is war cry. Calling all tribes, hit the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's war time. Drive up, nigga, this is war cry. Calling all tribes in the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's war time. Drive up, nigga, this the war cry. Calling all tribes in the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's war time.
Like, grandma, chill. I thought you was on positivity. I thought it was about cornbread. Is this part of Operation Corn? You just 60 years old, grandma. Calm down, man. You ain't gonna hurt nobody.
And we back. I don't know if you can hear me. Hold on. Oh shit, got somebody to invite, special guest. It's a normal, but you know, why not? Why fucking not? Hold on. Damn, that might go right there.
Yo, what's that?
Damn, Tom, what's the word, man? I see you come through, want to have this conversation with me this morning. You must have saw the title and was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, you already know, man.
Cause you missed to stop the genocide, man. I see you all over the place, man, with the rat poison and the certain products and in the food, man. You made me throw some shit away around this motherfucker, man. For real. So I want to shout out to you for that and appreciate you for stopping through.
Yeah, it's all good. Appreciate the invite and all of that. But yo, check it, right? So definitely don't throw away those products, man. Just bag them up. That's evidence. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I mean? That's evidence right there. You know what I mean? So hold that. You know what I mean? I'm putting in work to assist people with their claims. You know what I'm saying? These are actual tort claims. You know what I mean? What is it? There's an organization called Center for Medical Progress. Y'all can look that up on YouTube, right? They just did a report, right? Where some of y'all heard of Henrietta Lacks, right? Where this American Indian woman, quote unquote, Negro colored woman back in the, I want to say 1940s, 50s era, right? So they gave her cancer, right? And then they end up taking her stem cells, and they've been selling her stem cells since that time. So we're talking about like a good 80 years worth of them creating securities and making all types of hundreds of millions to billions of dollars off this woman's what they call healer cells.
And this lady, I don't mean to cut you off, but is this the same lady, just to be clear, that we're talking about, who they gave these certain diseases to, and she was able to still live? You know what I'm saying? A healthy life, or you know what I'm saying? Was this lady that was able to beat those diseases?
Well, ultimately she did transition past, if you will, due to whatever illnesses that she was given, but her cells are known as immortal cells.
Ooh.
All right. Her cells are self reproducing. And so basically how I communicated, this is a characteristic of our American mothers and daughters. You see what I'm saying? Whereas, Planned Parenthood, for example, right? They have within their clinics or facilities, they have our American mothers and daughters, when they go for whatever services, quote unquote, grant, gift their genetic material for quote unquote research purposes, right? But meanwhile, they're literally selling everything. And so in this recent Centers for Medical Progress report, they show that Planned Parenthood has created securities from aborted fetal tissue, as well as all other genetic material they take from these females that go into their offices.
Man,
and so,
yeah, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, so in continuing to these other subjects here, ultimately, this is a subject matter of genocide that's taking place here. And I
want to first start by telling the people, before we get into this genocide conversation, first of all, this is more than just an Indian platform. Understand that. This is more than just an American Indian platform. This is an awareness platform. This is a community outreach platform. This is a community platform. We are with everything. So when you catch me go live, snapping the fuck out, it's because of dealing with this shit on a daily basis around this shit, even though I'm maybe doing weller than others. You understand at this point, but we're all still in the same boat in this continuous cycle. And at some point, we have to stand up and stop it. So take my platform as to be speaking about everything. And right now, we have gotten into some history. Was that yesterday, Tone? Day before yesterday?
Yeah.
We got into some history about the Chinese Underground Railroad and Asian colonization in Mexico and so forth in America, and the Asian smuggling rings. And we showed you people, and we got into this because this is still the behavior. As they say, what was going on then is going on today.
That's right.
So this is the behavior of these people still. Human trafficking, opium and drugs. The game just changed, but still the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Different products, but the same salesmen. When we talking about this issue, we brought upon you how dangerous they was via coming in, smuggling and killing and robbing coach trains and theft, murder. And like bro said, they could turn your fucking brains into fucking what you said was
Lo mein.
Lo mein, my nigga. And if you don't understand that, if you look into any of the cartel websites, mundonarco.com, or any of the narcos blog sites, you can see them cutting bodies up and leaving them on the corner for their enemies with ladders. You can see them hanging bodies from the goddamn highway turnways and shit. You can see them doing this, and this is their behavior. So this is what he's saying when he's saying lo mein. These motherfuckers cut you up and sell your body. They've been human trafficking. This has been something. So the descendants of these people, who we call Mexicans today, Venezuelans today, Hondurans today, some of these white Puerto Ricans and so forth, you know, the people, the whiter Dominicans that are into it with the Haitians. I continue to say, where did these people go? What the fuck? The people that came and colonized Haiti, because it was way bigger than that. But the people that came and colonized Haiti and did what they did in Haiti, you know what I'm saying? What do you think they are? Why do you think they still fighting the whiter Dominican people? Because these people have took on an identity. And this is deep because we didn't talk about the identity thing when you kept making it. I can go through so many lives where you said, this is what the fuck they deal in. Identity. You know what I'm saying? Theft. This is it. So now over the years, we have seen these Asiatic Hindus, Berbers, or whatever the fuck they coming from out of fucking Africa, dark skin, light skin. I don't give a fuck about skin color. We see them coming into the country, and their generations have took over, and now they're Mexicans, and now their generations are and reclaim this land. They claim this land, and they came in about their foods, you know, tacos. This is Asian cuisines. Flatbread. This is Arabic cuisines. This is all it is.
Yeah. Also, in regards to the cuisine, you know, keep in mind they're using our ingredients. All right. They're using our ingredients to make so-called said foreign foods and all of that. At the same time, what's going on here? They've taken our cultural foods from the Central South America as well as the Caribbean, and now they're presenting it as though it's their own.
Shit, tacos is one of the main. Tacos is a foreign burritos, and tacos are look up Chinese tacos. Look up how long they've been out, way before fucking tacos in America. This is the desperado for Latin America. Do we understand? Latin is Spain. You calling yourself a Latina, a Latin, you are of Latin descent. You talking to me with Spanish and you look Asian, you were a slave to the Spanish. Your last name Rodriguez and all that shit, you might be dark skinned, it look like Sammy Sosa, but your ass might be Arabic because you on them islands, and them islands is mostly where you catch the Spaniards colonization. And they brought their Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, another factor with that too. A lot of our people adapted in those colonial, those colonized Spanish, Portuguese territories. A lot of our people adapted those names due to the social structures that was in place in these past centuries.
Understand that as well.
Some similar today, you know, when I was out there in Illinois, you know, I met a young woman. Her name was Prada. Prada is a reference to goddamn, you know, foreign French designed clothes. You feel me?
Right.
I mean, so what? Another 5 years we gonna have babies run around names like Balenciaga? You see what I'm saying?
We got the whole shit. We got the Jose's damn there, and the Javier's, and we naming our kids after what they shit.
Yeah,
Eric,
and this is
Eric
why
is from France.
yeah, and this is why genealogy is so important. But back to the subject here, though, right? Dealing with the measles, malaria. I want y'all to keep something in mind here, right? So in history, we know that they brought smallpox to our American nation's territories. They intentionally were infecting our people with smallpox. The purpose of this was to kill us. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, we've had a series of other viruses and illnesses, diseases, so on and so forth, which they use to reinforce not only their medical industry, but especially their agenda to exterminate us. This is the language within these old texts: annihilate, exterminate, make the Indians extinct. And so this is what we're dealing with right now, actively. So when these subject matters of measles is coming out and all these, sicknesses that they're bringing in, you know what I'm saying? This is strategic. This is they're just some random sick people. No, these are not random sick people. These are people that were most likely infected and then sent over here. This is biological. This is a form of biological warfare. So we have to be very mindful of what's taking place in the past as it's present today. Like they say, ride it till the wheels fall off. They've been successful with all of this. And we don't have enough people that's addressing these issues out here. Yeah, Wild Indian, yo.
Yeah, I'm here, brother. I'm here. So speaking on my bad, bro. Speaking on the dynamic of the this measles and these malarias and the other diseases that they have outside this country. You know what I'm saying? Because we know malaria is the big thing in Africa and other places like that. So places that they are now here in Chicago, right? They're going to school with our youth. They're in the old schools that, they came to Chicago. They closed down 59 schools, mainly in the colored neighborhood. When they did this, we didn't know why they were doing it. Why are you guys closing down 59 fucking schools? We fought against it. The school board union tried to fight against it, but the mayor was bent on closing these schools down. So now the gentrification starts when Mayor Rahm comes in, and they distract us by bringing the Empire and all the other shows that they had out when we were looking at that and dancing because, rap music is coming due to Mayor Rahm's brother, Ari Emanuel, that owns Universal. So now we got the rap label coming in and we got all this scenery that we're dancing and eating fucking chicken. Meanwhile, it's closed and they're just sitting up abandoned in our neighborhood and we don't know what's the use for them. Now turn around a couple years after, new mayor Lightfoot is leaving and these people is coming in as immigrants. You know what I'm saying? We're going to bring them in as immigrants and don't worry, we're going to put them in the schools. So this was already a mapped out plan years before it actually happened. Mm-hmm. So now we're focused on the dangers now. We're just starting to wake up to, this shit is dangerous. Okay. But now it's even more dangerous because we have the measles going around. Now, anybody that has been to a clinic when they were young and when they were kids, they might got the chicken pox when we were young, things that we grew up with and we went to go get vaccinated as kids. You went into the doctor's office and they had a kid, little Asian kid, on a poster. And when he was on the poster, he had a bunch of dots on him. And they had so many different, side effects from the measles on this poster. We saw this poster when we was kids. The measles was something that would literally unalive kids, something that we wasn't catching though. I never knew a kid with the measles. I never did. I never met one, but I knew it was like the polar virus when they brought immigrants in and the motherfuckers start catching that. Now we have the measles. Now we have malaria. We done seen the monkeypox. These are being brought by Africans. These are being brought by these Asian people that are in our communities and nobody gave them vaccinations. Nobody can check and see if they got vaccinations. These people are driving, don't have licenses to be driving cars. Everything is really just fucked up and focusing on these diseases. That's really why I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying, Tony? I'm gonna let you get it for a second because this measles and malaria and these, like you say, smallpox and things that was put in a long time ago, because history is repeating itself, right? So when they got here, go ahead.
Yeah, so I don't say that history repeating itself. It's more so, in my opinion, that it's continuous. You know what I'm saying? Like, these things never ended. You know what I mean? Things that was taking place back in the 1500s, 16,
Man.
17, 18, 1900s is still present today. You know what I'm saying? And so, when you have people that have been rocked to sleep in recent generations, you know what I mean? Because once again, our ancestors was in war. We was at war with these foreigners back in the 1800s. They made treaties with us, you know what I'm saying? And then simultaneously, they reclassifying us, you know what I'm saying? And once again, as I said the other day, right? No natural people want to go to war, because in warfare, your people are dying. You don't want your people to die. You see what I'm saying? At the same time, you do have to defend yourself. Thing is, though, what are we defending ourselves against? All right. Whereas, we have people that have told us that oh, no justice, no peace. Oh, it's the police. It's this, is that. It's what I mean? We got corporations, we got organizations, we got these churches, we got very specific entities within our communities, throughout our territories, that are responsible for these investments into the destruction of our people. You know what I'm saying? And so when we have people that's being told that, oh, the white man's the devil, right? But meanwhile, they ain't saying nothing about the black devil. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's trickery right there. Pure trickery. Just like how you reference these past mayors and the current mayors, right? Yo, they're solid on these issues. They're solid on these issues. They're not listening to the people that voted for them.
And they in that art. I want to let people know that they in there every day talking about, no meetings, and they down there. Y'all see some of them on YouTube. So, they can't say that we're not actively, being involved in what's going on. The people that actually voted are down there. They down there asking, what the fuck is going on? Why is it these people in my community walking around, driving, committing crimes? They not showing these crimes. They don't want to feed nobody what's really going on here in Chicago. Understand that. If they live feed this shit and they show you what's going on, it'll probably be a uproar from people outside of Chicago as well. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that shit. They don't even want us all knowing what's going on these immigrant side and that one. Shit, I went down to do a job day before yesterday, and you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know they put the immigrants on 35th down that way. So they in like 32nd in the old school that's down there by Dunbar High School. And I put up, this school was a project school. So, they got, it's all painted and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It still look ghetto, like damn near the 80s. You know what I'm saying? They bust open the door on the side of that motherfucker. Immigrants out in the streets is one. He's talking about he don't speak English all the way. I get out the car, right? He talking to me. He talking about he don't speak English all the way. I meet with the people as I'm coming out. These motherfuckers dark skinned. They all wearing ski masks. And I can't look at them and say they look like the other Venezuelans that's over by my house in the school. You know what I'm saying? Because they white. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, this is something weird. And these was a little more, I ain't gonna lie, like, if any time that I felt like, yeah, I got to get on business, you know what I'm saying? If we know what that means, I'm feeling like, yeah, some shit could go down. I felt it over there. With them. I'm like, man, it's four of them. They got a van, they in a van and hanging in front of where they at. They steady walking in and out the building, a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like they stand up. They don't do that around off King Drive.
Yo, your audio just went out a little bit.
Yeah, I say they don't do that around King Drive. They don't like around us, them Venezuelans that's over by us, they more laid back. They like ain't trying to talk to us or nothing, just mind they business. But the ones over here on 36, oh nigga, or 34 for a second, whatever they at, right there about King Drive, they about that business. On my mama, I ain't gonna lie to you. These people is not no pushovers. We thinking like, yeah, they some pushovers. We gonna be able to get down. You know what I'm saying? No, these people is on some bullshit, bro. And like you heard him ask this morning, Tone, when I was on the phone. He told you the Venezuelans got guns. They got weapons, bro. They've been shooting at each other. They've been unaliving each other. Promise you. They lying about everything they tell you. They got weapons.
And so the situation, right? The issues that's going on between Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, California, right? Going into Colorado, going to Illinois, going down to Florida, going to New Jersey, New York, the DC, Maryland, Virginia territories, including Pennsylvania, right? Yo, we need to strengthen our communications, right? The same way that these foreigners is strengthening their communications. There was a report that just came out last week, right? On Polk County Sheriff, right? You can see this on YouTube. They arrested 238 individuals, right? Males and females. A lot of them was these illegal immigrants, right? And they was involved in sex trafficking, right? And they have a network. Like they literally came from New York all the way down. First they came into the country illegally, right? Now they in New York, and then from New York they go all the way down to Florida, Miami, for sex trafficking.
Yeah, facts.
And so this is an example of the level of communications in which they have, where they know where to go to do whatever it is that they're seeking to do, right?
Right.
So what I'm saying is we have to strengthen our relations with our people across the country. Like I speak to the peoples out in LA, I speak to the peoples down in Florida, speak to the peoples in New York, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So I can be aware.
What I want to know too is, because you was aware about something before I was, and I'm starting to see the little videos pop up, right?
Mm-hmm.
This little broad, I don't know what descent she is, but I know she's Spaniard looking, Caucasian descent. The broad that was with the they call themselves Fiesta cartel or some shit, and she killed all them people. And you sent me a link, and I saw the shit, you know, and the shit is really, she cut motherfuckers up.
Yeah,
she cut them up like this. A woman, this look like a regular man. I'd be trying to get the number. I'm just saying, if I was one of them thirsties that dated Caucasian women, I would be trying to get that number and wouldn't know. Like if you go look at this little ass 19-year-old ass girl, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yo, let me show this to you, right? So some years ago, I want to say this was like 2015-ish, right? I'm speaking of Battlefield Bernie, you know, she Choctaw West Florida Nation and all of that, right? And so she telling me how the feds, they swooped through, snatched her like late night, early AM, and they flew her from Florida to Texas, had her in some like undisclosed federal prison in Texas, right? She said when she was in there, man, it was a female prison and all of that, right? Women's prison. And there was all these Hispanic, Latino females and all of that, right? And they had gangs in there, right? She telling me that a part of the initiation, the gang initiation for these Spanish females, right? They literally got to kill whoever they told to kill, right? And then they got to eat them. That's the initiation. So we're looking at nearly 10 years later since she told me this, right?
Right.
You got these red foreign females popping up that look regular. They look regular.
Bro, she looked regular. If you haven't seen her, if you haven't seen this girl, look this girl up. She look regular as fuck, bro.
Yo, Lachelle, that's her name. They call her Lachelle. Hold up, let me see if I can pull up real quick. I'm gonna hit the screen share in a second. Let me see if I can pull this thing.
Yeah, Lachelle ain't fucking around. I just want to say, like, when we talk, see, we play the game of don't get me wrong. We some respectful people. Like, we don't want to cut your body up. You understand what I'm saying? And do all that silly ass shit. But don't push us though, because we'll do shit just because you doing it. And that's how we operate. You know what I'm saying? That shit kind of like, they don't give a fuck. They cutting each other up. They do that shit for fun. She cutting up, like cutting down to the bone. She cutting down.
And she got the only one. She got the only one. All right, so that's a picture right there. That's her right there. Look regular. Yeah. The pimples all on her face and all of that. Spaniard black hair, jet black. And she a part of an organization called Assassin Artist. This is a whole organization.
And they cutting motherfuckers up. They artists.
And that's just one of numerous. Like I don't know how many organizations and you know they compete in brutality.
Man, bro, we don't know who, like, in all honesty, we don't know who cutting the fuck up, who living behind me in a fucking school. You see what I'm saying? We don't know who fucking cutting up who, bro. You don't know what these people done did. None of these people. She got caught basically in El Paso, Texas, right?
And they're in the hood near you. That's right.
Talking about that, man, don't know who the fuck they done cut up.
And that's the same thing with these Africans. Like remember I told you one of the peoples out of Philly, they told me about a dude, right? Two of them. You can look this up, right? I'll show you this. Matter of fact, let me just pull it up real quick. Liberian warlords.
Oh yeah, they eat hearts. They was walking down the street eating motherfucking hearts.
Philly. Check
They
this out.
was in them Liberians was going crazy.
Look, here we go.
During their Civil War. They was going crazy.
Yeah. So says right there, Liberian warlord Jungle Jabba receives horrific sentence in immigration fraud case. So this dude was in Philly for like 10 years. All right. This dude, when they was active during the Liberian Civil War and all of that, these people were literally eating each other. Like it was a competition on how gruesome. I mean, we talking about like what they call child slavery, right? Where you enslave a child and make them a soldier, right? This is what they was doing over there. And so fast forward now, let me show you this one too, right? Just show you the organized crime aspect of all of this, right? So Philly, African carjacking ring, right? This just came out about 2 years ago. So look, here go right here. Here go. I'm gonna drop the link in here too, so you can share it. But they was targeting people within our communities. They was doing over $1 million a week. Right here, look. Feds charge 6 connection with carjacking ring tied to murders, shipping stolen cars to Africa.
Oh yeah. That's hey, listen. Remember when I talked to you and I told you they were stealing cars in Chicago at the magnitude, all of the Dodge, you know what I'm saying? Engines and shit. They were stealing them Jeeps, and Jeep was real popular. They were stealing the Jeeps in Chicago. That's what they're doing with them, guys. They take the truck. Listen, they take the truck. They take it to the Mexicans. The Mexicans chop it down, and the Mexicans sell it to the African immigrants, or the Africans is running their own organization. And they selling it, and they sending it back home in parts. They sending everything back but the serial number. You hear what I'm saying? They sending the tires. Everything is being shipped in parts, in bulk parts, whole engine, all of that, and they put it back together when they get it there. I promise you, bro, this has been an ongoing thing. So you saying these motherfuckers in Philly doing it, right?
Numerous territories. So this article is pertaining to Philly. But we're talking about this is organized crime that's taking place throughout the East Coast in all truth and reality. You know what I'm saying? They work with the Chinese. They work with these Hispanics, so on and so forth. They work with the pale skins. The same way they worked with them against our ancestors centuries ago, it's still happening. Them relationships never ended. And while they manipulated our youth generation after generation into Black pride and Black power and this, that, and the other. These people giving whole passes to be camouflaged within our communities. These mosques. So let me share this to you, right? So in the Bronx, right? Just like I want to say this about a week ago, an African dude, he's housing these illegal Africans in the basement of a store.
Definitely just saw that. And making them pay too.
Yeah,
he's making them pay. They say but they catching them for the same reason they keep catching color. I mean, I'm talking about colorful. There's the same reason they keep catching them Venezuelans and shit. The same reason they keep catching them Venezuelans and shit, they catching them.
Yeah, and I was talking to one of my guys in Brooklyn the other day and shit. What was that Saturday? He telling me they not talking about these Africans and what they doing. They focused on the Venezuelans. They saying nothing about the crazy shit these Africans is doing.
They got caught with them hot pots. And I just want to let motherfuckers know too. It's a lot of Venezuelans walk around here, but if you go to Home Depot, it's Africans up there too. It's Africans all around too. It's Afghanistan motherfuckers up there. It's not just, I'm telling you, it is not just no motherfucking Venezuelans. It's everybody. Yesterday I would just laugh, and the motherfucker, I thought he was a Venezuelan. He said, I come from Honduras.
That's right.
Fuck you come from? Like, damn, I thought it was just Venezuela. No, they blamed it on Venezuela. It's everybody. It's definitely everybody. Gotta stay woke to this shit, bro. The diseases that are out here that they playing with, this shit is in our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It's not in these YT people really ain't dealing with these motherfucking shit like that, these white folks. They not dealing with this shit the way we dealing with this shit. The way this shit plaguing us. These people got caught with measles. They fuck around, get a Mexicans that shit, fuck around, give us that shit. Now our babies are dying. Now who gonna answer for that though? Who gonna answer for right now if your shorty get measles and pass away and transition? Who gonna answer for that? Because measles is not nothing the fuck that we giving each other. Measles is not nothing that we got. So I'm just saying, I have not met a lot of American children with measles. Never. And when I see the poster of measles, they put the Asians on there. When I see the poster of monkeypox, it's Africans on there. When I see the poster of MERS, what is that? Middle Eastern respiratory syndrome. That's fucking Afghanistan people that came in here with a respiratory syndrome, and then they force us, pandemic us to death, to go get vaccines, and they trying to vaccinate you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the fuck they giving you. They telling they trying to vaccinate you for some COVID, but now I think they trying to vaccinate you because they know they throwing dirty motherfuckers in the playpen. That's what I think going on. And they need to be vaccinating them, but they not. They the time bombs. They did bring the Afghanistan. I don't know why they ain't vaccinate the Venezuelans. They brought the Afghanistan people right to the. I went live. It's a live on my channel if you go down, of them bringing the people from Afghanistan in here and goddamn vaccinating them with different vaccines and then taking them over and dropping them off in the neighborhood. They did that in peace because they put the Afghanistan people over there by the Chinese people over there by the Arabs, and they all good. But these Venezuelans can't throw them everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? They put them by us. And you heard what he said this morning, Tone. He said, niggas don't mess with niggas unless they bother us. So we the most get along group because the Venezuelans over there in Little Village, they get knocked the fuck out just for getting off the bus. We too fucking nice. I don't know why. I don't think this the time. Well, we ain't nice with each other, but we too fucking nice. Motherfucker just move a motherfucker in on the corner in the neighborhood you been living in your whole life. You ain't never seen these motherfuckers and you ain't asked no questions. Motherfucking Mexicans will burn your house down in Chicago. Swear to you.
California.
Burn your motherfucker. Move over there in a little village and they got a problem with you living right there. That bitch gonna be burnt down either when you go to work or while you in that bitch. Either way, depending on how the fuck they feeling. This real shit. And we always talk about brown pride and Negroes. No, I'm in Chicago. It's a dividing line on every step of the way. It's always been like that. They trying to gentrify that. But if you step over there, you'll get fucked up by the Italians. If you step over there, the motherfucking Mexicans gonna fuck you up. You go right there, the Puerto Ricans gonna beat your ass. You go right there, oh yeah, that's probably Africans. They ain't gonna do shit, but I don't know what they might do. You don't know what the fuck they might do.
One of my people's little cousins just got killed last year in Chicago by them Hispanics, man.
That's it. And like, you know, you got a lot of color folks. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about Tone. I seen a nigga look just like you over in fucking Humble Park talking Spanish. Like, goddamn, where you learn that shit at? You know what I'm saying? It's niggas in Chicago in Humble Park. Like, people think it's like a bunch of white Puerto Ricans and Asian Puerto Ricans. No. It's niggas. We got a bunch of niggas. I'm talking about whole families. I done did jobs and went in their houses, and these niggas look just like me. Receiving headliners look just like nigga. Look like Carl Winslow and out this bitch. What the fuck? He like, yeah, we been to Puerto Rico. We love, you know. He tell me they from the Taino and all this old shit about history that, you know, some I knew, but it was just amazing because I don't kick it in Humble Park. We have dividing lines. You know what I'm saying? Them people fight amongst each other, but we don't go up there unless it's for work and unless we living around there, like right outside. Niggas from the west side, you know, west, north, live right over there. So they'll be right outside going there to meet bitches and shit, but it's always been a dividing line. That's where they are. You understand what I'm saying? This is everybody know the south side, west side, Lawndale, all that shit. This is where you fucking with niggas. But now it's like They just think they got the right of way, broski, to just pop up and just show their ass. Like, fuck y'all coming from?
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. Our people gotta get on point, man. Like, we got to strengthen our American nations. You know what I mean? Like know who's who amongst ourselves, and everybody else, they got to be handled accordingly, man. The same way they treat us, you know what I'm saying? We got the authority to treat them however we need to treat them, man. That's just what it is, man. And it's difficult because, you got whatever relations, organizational speaking, you know what I mean, where they got agreements to do whatever with these foreigners, you know what I mean, what they call the plug and this, that, and the other. That plug shit got to go, man.
On my mama. All that drug shit gotta go. Definitely. When we talking about the shit, like it's just the abuse of the neighborhood shit gotta go. Motherfuckers gotta find another identity and a way to get the money or something, man. Like this shit abusive.
Man, to get the money, man. Like, I was speaking to some youth yesterday, man, and down here in Atlanta, and I'm like, yo, yo, people in your group, in your age group, they Shorty was talking about she like in the early 20s, 23, right? I'm like, yo, you got any people in your network that's interested in getting a credit and setting up businesses and all of that? Shorty's response to me was like, yo, my generation fried. I'm like, God damn. But like, yo, this is the objective here.
Right.
To be able to reach our youth, right? Communicate to them the things that wasn't communicated to us, such as credit and business development. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to do these things. It's so easy. I'm talking about in 30 days, you could change your life and change the life of the people around you. Your community could be up, super up. In 60 days, if everybody was to be focused. You know what I'm saying? The problem is we got heavy propaganda.
Heavy.
Black contractors. None of these black celebrities, right? None of them is speaking on these issues that we speaking on. They contracted not to speak.
Not even the Prince of Pan African. None of these motherfuckers. They come talking some shit, but it's never like to really unify us and be like, yeah, we fuck this bullshit. They trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's all propaganda. Like you say, it's not genuine. This is not as how we like I say, man. I never understood how Dr. Umar, or I'm gonna say call motherfucker by their name because we on my platform, Jermaine Shoemaker and Marcus, which we call Tariq Nasheed, but Marcus, I don't understand how motherfuckers got 400,000 through a time of COVID, through a time, you know what I'm saying? I guess it's like, yeah, they gonna be in the house, so they gonna have to view this shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be better. But he was able to collect this money, you know what I'm saying, in y'all name. You know what I'm saying? And then when he went out here, he tried to go get a school for the kids. And this is his 4th school scandal. I appreciate the video that you showed me, Tone. That shit was crazy, man. It's a nigga 4th school fucking scandal. This nigga's a fucking, he's a fucking pathological school scammer. Like, man, you can't make this shit up. Like, it's a video out. Don't nobody watch these guys. I don't know what Tone be finding them. But this old guy gets on there and he tells the man name. He tells what he been doing in life, his mother, father. The nigga got the whole drop. And then he say, man, this is like, he goes into the 1st school scandal, 2nd, he going into the school scandals. This is the 3rd one, 4th one. Yeah. This nigga continues with this bullshit. So, it's saying that, this guy was able to redeem 400,000 in collections from the people to basically get some type of school started. We could have had a carpentry school. We could have had a bricklayer. And this ain't schools. These could be programs that making sure that our people in return be, get jobs and be able to feed their families. You know what I'm saying? What 400,000 could have got a carpentry program started, a welding, anything. What the fuck?
Indian peep game, right? Let me show this to you, right? Yo, 10K could have been taken 4 times out of that 400K, right? You got a balance of $360,000. With each of those $10,000, that could have been converted into credit, creating more businesses, therefore getting more funding, more credit, so on and so forth, where now you can create how many other schools you want to create. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but this is shit that they doing for themselves, so you can't say they don't know. This nigga know this shit, and he doing it for himself.
Man, I think these dudes is operatives, man, and they under somebody's thumb, man. And that's why they're in place to prevent progress. That's how I see it. When you are actively extracting resources from innocent people, right, and then giving them nothing back, right? These people have been reduced financially now. Their morale has been decreased tremendously. Now these people are less trusting, also with less resources. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo, if these dudes was utilizing credit, man, that school would have been running. Any of them schools, any of them
And then,
projects.
but what I'm saying, like even if they okay, fires the schools, okay, bam, let's do it, because we already know that the nigga got it registered as a school. So all funding and money that we talking about is coming in. You understand what I'm saying? Has been applied for. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's not just frauding you, he's frauding them too. So he's writing up programs and shit for the school. This is his scamming way. You know what I'm saying? To write it all up, get funding, saying that I'm gonna open a school, and he's getting funding for this shit. That's a guarantee.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Dr. Umar's not or Jermaine. He ain't no fucking dummy. He ain't just frauding you. You gave the donation part. That was just free fucking money. That was just free. That was okay. Damn, they gave me that much. But he also is frauding the government, because when you open in a school, you're filling out. You got mission statements. You're filling shit out. You getting it cracking. This is what we got to understand that's going on. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with him, it ain't just you watching the outside. So now he gonna take this money and I'm going podcasting. I'll just get money off the streams and take my time and steal fraud. The government not gonna say nothing. As long as he got some little bullshit going on, he can pull that off for years. He could be under construction for 10 to 20 years.
And so peep game, right? So like I know American Indian women over there in the Pennsylvania territory too, right? And they actively involved in community service work, right? Dealing with subject matters of women's health, youth health, you know what I'm saying? The securing of these communities as being American Indian territory, so on and so forth, right? And these women, they're putting in work with these state and federal organizations. They sit on these board meetings and this, that, and the other as American Indians representing for our people within these territories. And meanwhile, the funds that they need, Umar and characters like that is getting those funds.
Promise you.
Have you heard about my peoples in Philly told me this shit, right? They doing some shit called Africa Town. You heard about that?
Who doing this shit? And I never heard about that.
Yo, let me see if I can Africa Town.
But we have on 63rd and King Drive across the street from O Block, we have an African grocery store now called Edom.
Here you go. Check this
called
out.
Edom. It's an African grocery store called Edom across the street.
Check this out. Look. So it says Southwest Philly will soon be home to Africa Town, powered by a grant-winning nonprofit. The African Cultural Alliance of North America, a nonprofit supporting African immigrants, got a $9 million state grant towards developing Africa Town. This is dated November 2022. All right. So literally, this is another example of the active colonization against our people. $9 million going towards African immigrants to set up Africa Town, and people cool with. And this is, according to my peoples, this is tied in to Black political figures, city council members, Black Masons, so on and so forth, that's within that territory. And that's in addition to what we were just seeing over here about the Liberian war criminals in Philly.
Even the criminal enterprise is changing.
It's all related. Yo, I saw a report yesterday, right? This is going to the Chinese now, right? And it's crazy that this report just came out. But peep game, they said blatantly in this report how the Chinese triads, right? So when they set up these massage parlors, the beauty shops, the nail shops, so on and so forth, that's all supporting the triads and CCP, right?
Right.
They're housing their illegal Chinese immigrants within those facilities. All right. In addition to that, they done sent like these organizations have sent their gang members to fucking Harvard School for Business, Accounting, so on and so forth.
That's what the mob did.
Exactly.
Same white criminals that used to fight us on the streets as gaylords and loafers and different name gangs that was in Inglewood and shit and moved to Little Italy. Now they're political. Now they're the fucking Democrats. Now they're the fucking police chiefs. How? Mayor fucking Daley ran Chicago. This nigga's everybody knows he's the mafia. Fuck, like they graduated from that shit, and that's what they doing. They taking the same hand and they gonna eat off of what we put out. They forcing us, bro. No man wants war. But what the fuck is we being forced to do?
Yeah.
What are we being forced?
Let me go back to this situation here. So this is a city, state, federal, and private partners working collaboratively with a vision, and that vision is the Africa Town Project, said State Representative Jordan Harris. Let's see what Jordan Harris looks like. Let's see who this Jordan Harris character is, man. Because situation is, right, we need to know who our allies are because it's obvious who our enemies are, right? And so when we see this Jordan Harris, here you go right here. There you go. Let me pull him up big, right? Hold on. Let me see if I can get this bigger. Look at this guy. Hold on. Ballotpedia situation. Let me see if I can get him big. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, let me zoom in on this one. Yo, he's behind this project. This guy right here behind this project. Africa Town. He's not for our people. He's not for our people. We don't even know if he's of our blood. And these are things that we have to be aware of so we can make our youth aware of this.
How about the fucking African Town?
Africa Town. Yes, bringing in African immigrants who are engaging in all types of criminal abuses against the indigenous communities. This simultaneously happened while we got these pale skins, these Hispanic, these Hispano, Arab, Ladino descent people, so-called Venezuelan, whoever else, they're claiming to be indigenous. Like we got
the same shit going on, Tone. We got the Asia Underground Railroad. Then we got niggas want to be Hebrews and Moors. Then we got all of that same shit that was going on is going on right now. The same shit. Right now, we paying motherfucking Quran while they sitting up here. We Noble Drew Ali in it and shit. While they sitting up here running amok right now.
That's right.
Got the smuggling going on, got the trafficking going on, and we dazed once again.
Look. So it says the plans for Africa Town are numerous. There's a $16 million headquarters in the works that will house a community center, banquet hall, and health center. Like what?
Sad nigga, fuck up, huh?
How are our resources? This is not African money. No, this is our American nation's resources that's being allocated and distributed to every breed of foreigner. This is the mind and logic that we gotta have. These are our resources. These are not resources for anybody else. No foreigner is coming to the American continent, anywhere throughout this continent, saying that, oh, we want to feed the American people. We want to invest in the security of the American people. No, they come in here to take everything from us while setting up their colonies here and enabling their people financially, politically, legislatively, etc., to be abusive towards us, while once again their objective is annihilation, extermination, and extinction of our people. This is the truth that these so-called leaders, especially these black leaders, they're not going to speak on. These state representative Jordan Harris type characters, these black mayors and so on and so forth, they cannot speak on these issues because they obviously not us, right?
Facts. That's why when you walk up to an African, they just start waving their hand and walking off. Can't even ask for shit.
Man, hey, yo.
They don't even want to talk to you.
Man, I wish I get my man from Philly on here, man. Yo, he's telling me how disrespectful them Africans is.
Oh, yeah, that shit. We up here with them, too. They don't live with us. They go back and live with the Mexicans. They live up north with the whites, and they don't live in Africans won't live in a nigga neighborhood. They got them all in one building over here off that little building right off 63rd across the street, 60th and Cottage Grove, right by Jules. It's a lot of them in that building, but they would stay like that when they in Chicago. They would stay in buildings on top of each other. They won't stay in communities unless they by the Mexicans or the white people. If they in your community, they're gonna stay on top of each other. You go down there to 35th, they all down there in the motherfucking Cottage Grove, they all down there in them buildings together. Walk up on the floor, all they cooking is fish head in that motherfucker.
And that's why I'm saying,
Smell in that motherfucker stink.
we gotta strengthen our communications throughout these territories and reinforce each other on all of these issues, man. Like what I'm working towards is a reconciliation between our American nations, because we got foreigners that have invested in conflicts amongst us for centuries now. They created warfare and conflicts between us. Fast forward, just like with the gang violence and all of that, right? Cross country, got the Bloods beef with the Crips. Over there in Chicago, GD and BD and etc. Vice Lords and gangster disciples and whatever else.
Stones and shit, Moors.
Yo, in New York, same shit going on. Yo, goddamn Pennsylvania, same shit going on. DC, brother, Virginia. I mean, every generation they have our youth killing each other. Meanwhile, these foreigners, shit, it's smooth selling for them.
Yeah.
They got no worries, no cares, and meanwhile, they engaged in covert warfare against us. When our people come up missing, disappearing, and shit like that. Nobody knows what happened. You got young men in Virginia. I seen a report a couple months ago down there in Virginia. I forgot the location of the shit. I got the shit in my notes. Crazy story about youth literally just being found fucking dead in the woods. Randomly. Local law enforcement, they faking like they doing investigations. Yo, let me conclude with this thought real quick. It's crazy in my mind when we know once upon a time ago we had our own law enforcement. Fast forward, we've been taught to say fuck the police when we supposed to be the police. These are our lands, these are our territories. That's all I wanted to share right there.
Yeah, but we've been having those issues up in Chicago though as well. We've been having a lot of little young ladies, if you want to look it up, being strangled. Like we just had one strangled in her and left in the alley.
That's crazy.
This behavior though, like it's been happening, right? I think the first girl that was killed in her apartment, she was stabbed. It was by a family member. Now the second two women that have been strangled, one was strangled in her home, and these are young women, 19, 17, leaving home from school type shit. This next woman that was just found strangled was strangled and thrown in the alley. That was just recently. She's on legal help.
So long story short, we got random foreign serial killers running around right now.
Definitely. Fucking definitely.
Random serial killers.
Running around without the motherfucking utensils, without the cut up devices. They ain't all together. Shit crazy.
And so to your point earlier, right? About these platforms censoring these communications and all of that. Yo, we have to develop alternatives, man. That was my plan years ago with the A4 Pure situation, so that we can have our pure communications out here without censoring shit, and it's only our people that have access to our communications. You know what I'm saying? And that's in addition to the educational aspect of things and the resources dealing with business development. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting ready to have a meeting this week. You know what I mean? Numerous people across the country. We're about to have a conference in regards to land development. We got people with land, and they want to bring people down that got experience with farming and construction and so on and so forth. That's in addition to people. I put in contact with a Chata man down here. You know what I mean? Yo. He got law enforcement set up. He got a relationship with the APD and with the state as well as the GBI in the governor's office and this, that, and the other. American Indian shit going on here. And this is where our minds gotta be at, focused on absolutely what is ours, so that we can deal with these threats that are against us. We can easily set up private security forces the same way the foreigners do it here. That's easy. Thing is, though, what's not easy is getting our people of sound mind, of healthy spirit and mind, with the will and the desire to actually secure themselves and secure their people. Like our existence is literally on the line when our youth are babies being subjected to measles and shit now. Come on. Is
That
that not
shit out of line, bro.
is that not an attack on your lineage? When they targeting your babies with measles. The babies got weaker immune systems. They're still developing their organs, so on and so forth. And that's simultaneously while we got, once again, Planned Parenthood working with a series of universities across the country, targeting mothers and daughters, our mothers and daughters, so that they could extract organs and genetic material from them to also sell it and make all types of millions of dollars from. Going with the poisoning of all varieties. So on and so, I mean, like, we got real world problems and issues out here. This is not playtime for me. Never been playtime for me. Gossiping and creating unnecessary conflicts with people. I ain't got the time for that shit. Yo, we are dealing with covert warfare, and too many of our people can't even comprehend what warfare is. Beefing is not warfare. That's not warfare. Motherfuckers got little budgets. We talk about motherfuckers $9 million. Yo, 16. Yo, we talk about 16 plus 9 million. That's $25 million for African immigrants of all varieties, many of which got experience with active massacres over there in Africa. These are seasoned veterans that specialize in mass murder in the name of Allah and all of this type of shit. Man, yeah, yo.
Hey, so I need you to look something up for me real quick, bro.
What's up?
Can you look up organ emergency transport vehicles in Chicago? I'm trying to show something real quick, and I'm about to get in something from Governor Pritzker move that he's doing right now. So first, they're called organ transport emergency or emergency organ transportation.
Yo, this is like AeroCare, air ambulance.
Okay, now show me that. It should be have green on the side of the car. There it is. Okay, that's it right there, right? So these trucks showed up in Chicago. If you've seen these trucks, can you zoom in on that for me? Tell me that truck. If you can. I want to show this truck.
Yeah, let me go.
No. These not it. These not it. Put Chicago. That's not it. That's probably one of them.
Okay, let me do Chicago specifically. Then hold up.
Because we got some around here. Probably go to images. Let me see. There they are, right there, the green next to the jet. Yep.
Right. Yeah. Okay, right here.
Yep.
It's called Nora.
Yep. That's them. Okay. So I don't know when the fuck they got a contract, right? Now listen how this play, people in Chicago. Listen how this shit play. Now, the hospitals are Obama's in office. The hospitals are getting funded out of fucking, I don't know. They rebuilding the hospitals with the trust with the banks. And all the hospitals that are in the neighborhoods, that's where they rebuilding the money around the hospital, not the church. So now they rebuilding the neighborhood with the hospital getting the funding. So Governor Pritzker has now, at this time, moved all of the trauma centers, you know, not just Governor Pritzker, but the mayor and everybody that has something to do with it, moved all the trauma centers, meaning when you get into a car accident, you might get stabbed, out of all of our reach and moved that motherfucker into the university and out of the rural parts where the wars are breaking out in the cities. But yet, Roseland Hospital, St. Bernard's, they're all still collecting funding for all type of money. Now they have rebuilt their hospitals and everything, right? He put all these people are dying. Remember so many stories we got, right? Of these people getting shot and could have made it and was alive, but they cut them off and didn't get them to the hospital so that they could steal organs. And then this truck right here is seen rushing through Chicago. It's seen rushing, flying with fucking coolers. They coming out, they drivers are coming out with fucking red coolers. They're flying to that spot where they didn't just let this rapper or these motherfuckers that got shot in the back and could have lived. But we're not gonna service them. We're gonna let him leak out, and then we're gonna call the organ transporting place, and then we're gonna take all his organs, and then we're gonna give his shell for his funeral. This is the shit that's going on. And these trucks had just showed up when Governor Pritzker showed up. So now I have a thing that I would like you to look up too. Governor Pritzker is opening some type of hospital right now. I forgot what it's called, but it's a hospital for quote unquote black women, right? Quote unquote, right? They have been saying for a long time, and they've been making it transparent, trying to say that our women have a high pregnancy death. You know what I'm saying? Rape. They've been putting that out there. They've been constantly putting that out there. Well, now this fucking cheeseball, Governor Pritzker, has made a hospital and it has opened, I think, like a week ago. He got a hospital that is just aimed for colored women to come down and have their babies.
Man,
Now, and it's right now. You can look it up. He got a hospital emergency shit going on just for colored women to come down to have their babies to make sure that, you know, that we ain't dying out there.
man,
We ain't dying. No, white women have a high pregnancy death rate. Not us. We got 6 or 7, 20 kids walking around this bitch. We got one, but I don't think it's higher than them crackers.
But you got to keep in mind. You got to keep in mind, right? Because you know the statistics is crazy, right? So you know, once again with that rat poison subject, right? You know, that causes what's that, maternal mortality as well as infant mortality rates. That contributes directly to that. And so once again, you know, our American mothers and daughters have been exposed to rat poison throughout all of these chemicals that's going throughout their bodies every day, disrupting, you know, the cellular level, you know what I mean, what's known as oxidative stress, where your blood is literally being destroyed. Your blood cells are literally being destroyed.
I wonder if this rat poison being used to make the actual wigs. I just watch motherfuckers make the wig and then use no fucking hair. The wig makers, they not even using hair for that shit. This shit is chemically bonded strands of, we don't know what the fuck. Motherfuckers just screaming Brazilian. That shit is, the Asians, you can look up on the internet right now, the Asians make that shit out of strands of, I don't know what the fuck that is. It's like glue or something that's bonded together. It's toxic. And you put that shit on your head.
They make everything fake.
I'm talking about Brazilians. There ain't even that many fucking Brazilians walking around.
Man, I ain't never seen a bald head Brazilian. Brazilian women.
I ain't never seen what cut off their hair. I ain't even seen the motherfucking bald Hindu shit.
Oh no, they got them.
Where they got them bitches at?
Oh,
really? Because they ain't in Chicago.
Man, I can show. Yo, of course not. No.
Hey, the motherfucker gonna kill himself in Chicago. We gonna talk about him so bad.
They. Okay, let me see. Temple.
Oh yeah, that's all here, girl.
Hindu temple head. Let me show you.
So hey, I believe that. Hey, and hey, Tomahawk Tony shit is Tomahawk Tony or A4 Pure. Just to answer that question, because he asked your where he can look you up at, bro. Get your live.
Here you go. This one of them right here.
Oh, there.
There's a whole ball here right here. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, they cut y'all wearing they shit. Oh, that's nasty. These the motherfuckers that's on the sidewalk cooking.
Man,
y'all wearing they shit. They eat any y'all wearing they hair. Ah, that shit nasty. I'm so happy I'm so happy I got one without real hair. She do not wear that shit. Man, thank you to the universe. Oh my God.
Here go another one.
Y'all is wearing Hindu hair? Ain't no Brazilian. I'm about to start saying Hindu hair.
Man, it's whatever brand they put on it, whatever they say is on them. This just like with the rat poison products, right? They have on the front of the container that this product is all natural, no phthalates, no this, no that. Then you turn it around and you see all those ingredients on it, right? If you see coumarin, once again, coumarin itself is a phthalate. A phthalate is a chemical that causes cancer. All right. Yo, you look at the sodium carbomer, all these synthetic substances. So once again, you got rat poison, all right, which is destroying your body on a cellular level. It causes cardiovascular disruption, endocrine system disruption. Endocrine system disruption deals with your hormones. This is why you see a lot of people with various tumors developing, you know, dealing with what's that situation? I forgot the name of that shit.
Well, women be having fucking mental breakdowns, blaming it on their periods and shit.
It got mental. Yo, have you seen my documentary? Because I explained it all in that.
No, I haven't, bro. You need to let the people know where they can get that motherfucker at.
Yeah, on the stopthegenocide.us website.
Stopthegenocide.us. Throw that in the chat for me.
Hold on. Let me see. Stopthegenocide.us. Yeah, 1 second. Let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so the objective with this documentary, right, was for private viewing from people that have organizations that have, influence, that interact with the population and all of that. You know what I mean? Interact with people in their community where they can disseminate this effectively to the people within their communities and all of that. Anyway, back to these chemicals, right? Endocrine system disruption, right? So you're talking about babies being born with abnormalities, right? That's one factor. You got babies being born with whatever abnormalities. You're talking about a situation where babies are being born with birth defects. Mental health is a birth defect. All right. The chemical I show on the website, I give a summary right here on the website of what it's doing. And so once again, right, this chemical has been used as a quote unquote blood thinner. And so when we think about in regards to maternal health and the statistics on quote unquote Black women and the maternal health and all of that and them dying, maternal mortality rates, statistically speaking, right? These women are often bleeding out during labor. And that's because of these high levels of coumarin, the rat poison within their bodies. You know what I'm saying? Similar with the babies dying. The babies are being exposed to these chemicals. And so once again, this is destroying your body on a cellular level. You know what I'm saying? And so I show in the research, you know what I mean, what's really going on here. And so this is why they have this. That's why they're able to invest in a women's clinic and women's health. And the women can have healthy babies here. That's a whole setup, in my opinion. Because they have yet to address the true issue of what's causing these women to have these healthcare crises, these issues with the mortality rate, so on and so forth. They're not addressing that. They're saying, we'll just make sure that you can have your baby. That's the promotion, that's the advertising, the marketing. Meanwhile, hold on, where's the actual statistics at on the success of these projects? Remember, they made it profitable to kill our people. They have a whole business around killing our people on all levels. Before you're born, and if you actually live, then yeah, we got a whole lifetime of pain for you while we're chopping you up and doing whatever we want with you.
Facts.
So yeah, check it. I'm on a computer right now. They ain't charging. This joint about to die right here. You know what I mean?
So what it is?
Definitely appreciate you.
You already know it, man.
Holly, I see what you said right there. Check it. Look for coumarin in the perm. They got it. Or
better yet, check that website out, and that's gonna tell you exactly.
Yeah, my joint about to die, yo. Give it to you in a minute.
I appreciate you, bro, for coming through, man. It's all good, man. Hey, yo, check him out. Stop the genocide. A4 Pure Tomahawk Tony. His name gonna be somewhere, man. He's been great on my platform. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the years that he's been coming through, always be showing love. You know what I'm saying, to me and what I got going on. So I do the same, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely welcome over there anytime. We have cracked over information, numerous of fucking information, bro. We've been fucking up this shit with the information. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Hope y'all learned something today. You feel me? We'll be coming back with these type lives. If you do catch me live snapping, I'll be snapping. I don't give a fuck. But when I come and do these are for educational purposes and so that our people could get what's really going on out here. So I appreciate the love, man. Y'all know my motto. Thanks for checking out. You are now on Tribe Time. This is Blessed Be to the Tribe. Stay alert, stay alive. Hold on. Stay alert. Stay alert. My bad. Text message came through. God damn. Blessed be to the tribe. Stay alert. Stay alive. Y'all know what time it is.